episode of Alvarez versus Meltzer, the show where I challenge the star rating of the one and only Dave Meltzer. My name is Ryan Alvarez, and today we're taking a look at the Hell in a Cell match between Mankind and The Undertaker from WWF King of the Ring 1998. Meltzer gave this match a 4.5 star rating out of 5. Let's see if I agree. So we get Mankind to the ring first, throws the chair up on the cell, climbs up. Undertaker's out next. This is his Ministry of Darkness phase. So takes all of his effects off, starts following him right up. So Mankind gets first blows, hits Undertaker with the chair a couple times. They're walking across the cell, and they actually almost fall through already. But then Undertaker fights back and throws Mankind off of the cell through the announce table. It is, in my opinion, one of the most iconic moments in professional wrestling history. This spot was planned, and it was actually Terry Funk's idea to throw Mankind off of the cell. Undertaker was very hesitant to do this spot, but even Mankind at one point was like, I don't know if I'm able to do this. And then it was the day of or the day before, and he was like, I think I can do it. And here we are, sitting 20 plus years later. So Terry Funk now, along with multiple referees and doctors, out to check on Mankind. They're raising the cell with The Undertaker still on top of it. Mass confusion here. They bring a stretcher out. They had to raise the cell to get the stretcher around the ring, because obviously Hell in a Cell just encompasses everything around the ring. So as he stretched it out, the cell is lowered down again so that Undertaker can climb down. At this point, Mankind, now ditching the Mankind mask, it's off, so I'm referring to him as Mick Foley from here on out. He's rolled himself off the stretcher, and with a grin on his face, he starts to climb the cell again. Undertaker climbs right back up with him, and we're back to square one. 2 right hands from The Undertaker, and 1 choke slam later. Mick Foley breaks the ceiling of the cell and he literally splats on the ring canvas below. On top of that, the chair fell through with him and fell on his face, and this is coming from him. This spot legitimately knocked him unconscious. Many people say that this spot is worse than the off of the cell spot. Because they did a watch along of this and they put it on the WWE YouTube page. So if you can find it, it's a fantastic watch. But he hits the canvas not normally how you would take a choke slam. Going back to watch it, he said if he would have landed the way he was supposed to, that he probably would have been hurt worse than what ended up happening. So now we're back to the match here. Undertaker climbs down through the hole. He lands. He rolls his ankle up a little bit. Funk is trying now to protect Foley. Taker grabs him and choke slams him. We get the infamous JR line. He got choke slammed right out of his shoes. Because you see, bits of the cell in the ring, chairs, shoes, hats. It's pandemonium at this point. Taker going for old school. Foley crotches him. He's starting to get a little bit of offense now. The cell is locked up. And the infamous shot, once again, Foley sitting in the corner with that sadistic smile on his face, with the tooth in his nose. Just so many infamous spots images, moments from this match. That's still in 2021. It's an incredible spectacle to see. Foley tries to pick up the steel steps but can't due to one of his numerous injuries that he is currently working with. Taker picks him up, throws him right into the bad shoulder of Foley. Taker goes for a suicide dive, but ends up going headfirst into the cell wall. Both men in the ring. Foley hits a pile driver on the chair for a near fall. It's like nothing happened before this. It's a regular match. Foley with a leg drop on a chair onto the face of the Undertaker. Double arm DDT by Foley. Then he takes his opportunity, grabs a blue bag from the outside. It's full of thumbtacks. Taker going for snake eyes. Foley counters with a mandible claw. Taker's fading. Foley hops on Taker's back with the hold still locked in. Taker picks him up, falls back first onto the tacks. Rough spot. And then to make matters worse, Foley rolls around him to the point where JR calls him a human pincushion. Taker grabs Foley, chokeslams him right onto the tacks. Foley gets right back up. Taker hits a tombstone. That's all she wrote. This match is over. Undertaker wins. With that being said, do I agree with Meltzer? No, I don't. This is a 5-star match. And it's for more than just the wrestling. This is one of the most famous wrestling matches of all time. Foley's sacrifice, Undertaker's willingness, the crowd, the personnel. Everyone played their part perfectly. This was a perfect storm. There are specific matches throughout wrestling history you just know after it's all said and done, this is going to be one that you will always remember. I know just off the top of my head, the Kenny Omega Kazuchika Okada 2 out of 3 falls match. It's one of the best wrestling matches of all time. It's the one where Kenny finally won one, and it going over an hour, just exhausting their bodies. It's the highest rated match according to Dave Meltzer. So to Mick Foley's injuries though, so he got a concussion, dislocated jaw, dislocated shoulder, bruised ribs, internal bleeding, puncture wounds, and lost several teeth. A vast majority of sports journalists give this match high praise, but there are a few that give it a scathing review, saying it's hyper violence or it's overly violent for the sake of nothing. If you're one of those, I need you to go watch Kota Ibushi versus Tetsuya Naito from New Japan Pro Wrestling's Dominion show in 2019. You go and watch that, okay? And if you're worried about the safety of the performers, go watch that, come back and watch this, and you will notice there's not a huge difference as far as the performers being safe. You at home, though, what did you think about this match? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Please take a moment to like, share, and subscribe, as well as visiting our other social media links in the description. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time on Alvarez versus Meltzer.